Let's try. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Scott Humphrey. I play Will on LARP's The Series, and you're listening to the LARPBook podcast.
Hello and welcome to the LARPBook podcast. The only time that Luke decides to actually cough is during the intro. This is episode 29, Sunday, the 6th of March 2016. If you like, Luke, we can start it again. It's not a problem. Would you like me to start it again?
No.
So
I haven't wanted to cough all until then.
So
I don't know how to use a bloody pause button on this pigging microphone, and I'm frightened if I press it, no one will ever hear me again. Not necessarily going to be a bad thing for you lot, but all you will see me doing is...
So, with me, as always, is Luke, the ever-available cougher in the most inappropriate times pit. Hi,
Whatever.
Luke. Thomas, the now just trimmed it a bit because it was getting too long and a bit bushy beard Busby.
Yeah, there were birds living in it.
There
so
were,
I
yeah.
To trim it a bit, yeah.
I'm not
Don't
the
tell your missus that.
I must say I'm not the type with nice long legs, but
Yeah, exactly.
Robert is not with us this evening, mainly because he's very ill. So get well soon, Robert, because we've had to try and pull everything together ourselves, and you know how bad we are at that. Just to let you know, and we love you.
Yeah, let's just call it that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So in today's show, we've got the LARP Awards, the results, the Beginner's Diary on LARP. Would you live in a haunted castle? And I know I'm going to get this wrong by actually saying it because I got it wrong a number of times. Wyvernestales Larp. I think that is how it's pronounced.
You still...
I think so.
Yeah, every time I said it in my head, it was like, no, that don't look right. That don't look right. But there we go. What can I say? But that's the way things happen. So let's start off with the.
What the hell?
Really? I mean,
I just don't want to cough now. I'm so conscious of
Look,
it.
you see on if you go on the screen, right? If you go on the screen on Skype and you highlight the bottom, you'll get this little microphone icon. And if you click that, it'll mute your
You mean like
microphone.
that?
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. So if you want to cough, just hit that.
It's fine. I was looking for the button on the blooming mic that...
No, forget the button on the mic.
Well, yeah. Hang on. There is a button. There's a button right on the stem of the mic that I gave you.
There's lots of buttons. There's a big roundy one as well.
Yeah,
with
but
a headphone in it.
it looks like a little microphone. You can't miss it.
Okay, we can't hear you. It's good. That's the mute. That's the mute.
And is that better?
Yes, yes.
There we go.
Oh, I've got this one sussed.
Technology.
Very proud. Every day's a school day. You apps fucking wing.
I think he muted the wrong part.
I think he did.
Excellent. There you go. I'm better.
So anyway, Luke, when you are going to mute something, it's probably a good idea to mute it at the part of the sweary word, rather than after
I actually
it.
meant to do all of that.
You stupid mother! You know, just saying.
Don't make me cough.
Well, look, at least you can't be as bad as Amy Sneeze.
Oh, she's got a little fairy sneeze.
She has. Considering she's like a 3rd or 12th Dan or whatever the hell she is in the different martial arts that she's does. When she sneezes, it's ridiculous, Tom. It is literally... Chew! Chew! It's like, you look at it... Yeah!
Like a little mouse.
You look at it and you go like, what was that?
It's just the fact she's actually wearing, you know, kind of like all a karate kit and doing nunchucks at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, kind of, it's a whole different picture.
It's like a stealth sneeze. So anyway, the LARP Awards. Okay, so Saturday 27th of February, the results of the 2016 UK LARP Awards were announced at a special evening session of LARPCon. And usually awards were handed out in a wrestling. Yes, unfortunately Rob isn't here with us, and he could explain all of that, which means I have to add an additional entry to the official listing. Now, if you want to go up on the website larpbook.com, there is an entire list there of who won what. Yeah. Now, we've also got Luke. I don't think you know about this yet. I'm not sure, Tom, if you know about this. Yeah. Robert and I have been discussing something. And I think they might be open to this. That next year, we, as a LARPBook, actually host the LARPCon for them. Yeah. So
I love the instant thing was him laughing.
And actually doing a bit of live streaming and yada yada yada, getting some interviews sorted out, and reports from the con. Do you think that's a good idea, Lucas Pitimus Maximus Aurelius?
Look, if they're stupid enough to have us, we're stupid enough to do it.
Well, there is that. And
I'd love to. That would be really good.
Yeah.
It would be an absolute privilege to do it. Why not?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I second that motion. It's tabled. There we go. I actually hit.
I'm going to say you should have muted it first of all.
Well, no, because I wanted the gavel type sound, even though it's just actually my vape thing, which I've probably killed.
Move on, you old farts. Come on, we're all night.
Whatever. Right. I almost said a word then that I knew Luke would pick up on. We found this. A beginner's diary to LARP. Now, this is an excellent video presentation and what have you, and I do suggest that everybody goes and looks at this. It's done very well, actually. And Rob put up as well a few days ago. I was passed this video by Jeremy, so thank you very much, Jeremy, and discovered that it contained a really nice treatment on LARP. And I think that's the important key part here, yeah. And we're all going to discuss a little in a moment. Oh, there he goes! Oh, that was a hell of a sneeze! Look at that.
Look, I muted it.
That was brilliant. I mean, that was like and everything.
We could have been. There could have been injuries.
There could have been.
Tsunami.
Tsunami. So, and it basically comes from the LARP Curious Pastimes. And I do suggest everybody goes across. It's again up on larpbook.com. Yeah, so you can sort of go and check that out. But I did watch the video all the way through again because I'm trying to do these things rather than bits and bytes and stuff and etc. And yeah, fair play. It was excellently done. I was quite impressed with it. You two probably haven't seen it, have you?
I have, yes, because I was the one who actually did it on Twitter.
Ah, there you go then. So
I have. It's very good. It's very, very good.
Try to weigh on these things. I know I love the sound of my own voice, but yeah. Go on.
It's not very long.
It's fine.
Not very
it's
long, but it doesn't need to be.
No, that's right. That sort of thing. But it does give a very good and positive portrayal of LARP.
Yeah, totally.
Now on that, the positive portrayal of LARP, I'm not exactly 100% happy. With it's Stewie rant time. With
let's go make a coffee now.
Yeah.
We'll go make that coffee now. Yeah.
And I'm just trying to see who the writer's name, you kids, who this writer's name actually is. Because I'm not sure. He must have put his name to it. Yeah, it was a her, in fact. Katie Forster.
Sorry, I forgot my mug.
Katie Forster from The Guardian basically went across to you gits. And it's nice to see as well, Tom, that you haven't made your bed. Have you noticed that? Tom hasn't made his bed.
He's gone. He's off.
Yeah, but he hasn't even made his bed, man.
I saw him in the kitchen. Didn't even make me one. Oh, he's back now.
It's nice to see, Tom, that as you know, as a young man, that you haven't made your bed.
No, I never make my bed. When you take me for an old man.
I didn't talk now.
That's fine. That's not a problem. It's just remember, we store all this stuff up and eventually unleash it upon you. Just
true.
You know, remember that. So anyway, Katie Forster from The Guardian did this piece on one of Klaus Rastad's LARPs. In fact, the College of Wizardry one. And I think, again, it slightly smacks of negativity. Now, I don't know what it is with UK journalism, but it seems to be it's a nice, easy, cheap shot to make on a very high-profile and well-respected, much-loved LARPing game. And, by the way, there were 140 players there from 29 countries. So what does that tell you, Katie? That tells you that it's actually very good, much-loved, and you just crapped all over it.
Well, as Klaus said, he said the UK just don't say, they love to be negative.
Yeah.
Now imagine her doing something very positive, which said, oh yeah, by the way, I really had a great time, irrespective, and it was really, really good. And, you know, her editors would have gone, yeah, I need some story on it, because the only story that they're happy with is negative. And that's the pure reason. We don't have journalists anymore who are unbiased, who want to actually, you know, report the facts, because we in the UK are not ready for them.
Yeah.
And what we want is negative. What we want is sarcasm. We want that separatism. We are not happy with people, you know, having a good time, trying something different, trying something new, integrating with the rest of the world, which is what Klaus has done. And I think that really we're the only people who suffer because we don't get and we don't manage to inspire these people to come into our country, which is why at the end of the year we're having to go to Poland in order to experience something like that, because he himself is very, very loath to come to this country because of the negativity on it. And I don't think that's ever going to go away. I think that, you know, and it's exactly these kind of, you know, Telegraph articles that are just really hammering every nail into every coffin of those people who may have given it a whirl. That's the only thing I can say. And go straight right back to treasure traps. That's what I'd say to people who are on the cusp, who you know, go and have a look at the Telegraph, go and see what they've got to say, be with an open mind, then go and have a look at something like treasure traps, get a balanced opinion, but more importantly, go and give it a go yourself. Because you know, listen, that's the only way we're actually going to move forward with it, isn't it? Really, I mean, it's very frustrating.
I mean, listen to some of the writing, right? Only it's not Harry Potter. It's a knockoff version that doesn't outwardly reference Harry Potter to keep Warner Brothers and J.K. Rowling sweet. There is no Ron or Hermione, no muggles, only mundanes. We are warned that if we use spells from the books or real house names, a man in a suit will appear and drag you away. Right? Now, knockoff version?
Well, it was never designed to be that. If she'd listened to our podcast when we actually spoke to him, he was actually told by Warner that he couldn't. In fact, no, that's not true. They said, we don't mind you doing the first few, but now you need to walk away from the Harry Potter. So the whole story couldn't be around that. It had to be going off on a new bit. Because of copyright, they're not allowed to use that stuff. So, you know, like many role plays, and we've talked about this, haven't we? I came across it, and they talk about Disney in the pirate world as just being the mouse. And it's the mouse. It's not the man, it's the mouse. And they are absolutely watching and looking at everything that's published.
Yeah.
And if you infringe any kind of copyright whatsoever, he's absolutely right. A man in a suit will come and issue some kind of court order. There will be a fine. And there are people who I know who have done the pirate festivals that have been fined thousands of pounds just for, breaching that kind of parameter. So to think that it was ever going to be like that it is very, very naive.
Yeah.
Very naive.
Yeah.
And not really going with an open mind.
Yeah, and there's no one. I haven't played make-believe since primary school. Really?
She probably has,
Yeah,
because she's in journalism.
Yeah.
Well done.
And they're and having worked for the BBC, they're in their own little bubble. Let me tell you that for nothing.
Yeah.
And
Just look at any Commons debate or anything that the government does at the moment. There's your make-believe pretend there, my sweetheart.
Yeah. So if you want a bunch of surrealists who don't have their finger on the pulse and don't quite understand reality, go to Parliament. If you actually want people who are quite sensible, very reasoned, you need to speak to people like Klaus and just have a conversation with him about what he's trying to achieve. From an educational point of view, look what Treasure Traps unearthed, which was that they're bringing it into schools because what they found is from a psychological point of view that kids are more well adjusted by undertaking some kind or some form of live role play. It doesn't have to be medieval reenactment; it can be up to date. I mean, admittedly, they've taken it to a stage which even Thomas sat there and went, "Fucking hell, no." But I mean, there is, doesn't it just go to show that it kind of copes with the absolute surreal to the blooming scary to the traditional stereotype to whatever you want to make it to be. That's the length and breadth of what it's able to actually deal with.
So basically, there's something for everyone. If you're interested.
And that's exactly what LARP is all about. Haven't we been preaching that for the past year? Is just be real about what it is that you're trying to say. And I got no problem, because if she'd have sat there and written, look, do you know what? I went there, I saw it, and it would not for me. I'd have been so much. And I think a lot of LARPers would have gone, you know what? Fair enough. I'm all right with that.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely okay with that, because it isn't for everyone.
And you know what? It really, 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 really does annoy me in the sheer fact of it's the cheap shot. It's as simple as that. What do you think is going to be a bit more sensational? The sheer fact that I actually had a really good time, and that it was interesting to see how these things are put together, and incredible to meet people from 160 different countries that are coming along to this and what have you. No. What does she put down? The sheer fact that she hasn't played bloody make believe since primary school. And later on in the article as well, it gets even more kind of derisive and what have you. And you think to yourself, just shut up, and go and make some fiction up about the government, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? But
Well, you mean the average day?
Yeah. And I think I'd better stop my rant there at that point, to be honest with you. Right?
No, it's right. It's right though what you're saying, because I mean, we should, let's put that article. Let's let everyone else see it, and it'd be interesting to know how they feel about it. Because the only way we're really going to ever change people is if we can get the guys like Treasure Traps, who had a completely open mind, who went out there to go and genuinely find out what it was all about. And even they, kind of came across all, parts of the spectrum from within. And I'm not going to say LARPing is safe in that front. It isn't. They've got both ends of the spectrum. You've got the really kind of the absolute anal retentives, to the people who just want to go for a bit of fun, to the people who've never done it before, and everyone gets something different out of it, and you got good and bad in everything. LARPing as a core, we all want to do the one thing. We all want to do that one thing. And that's live action role play. That's what we do it for. And whether you think of the future, or whether you think of the present, or whether you think of, kind of sci-fi fantasy, or even Lord of the Rings, there's something, like Tom said, for absolutely everyone. Don't just diss it because you didn't happen to, or you thought it took it. Probably what happened is it took her out of a comfort zone. That's what it happened. And I think that she was in a different country where people were challenging the everyday sociological norms. And I think it frightened her.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, it does. As was it Homer Simpson said, grinds my gears or whatever it was.
Oh, it's Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin, that's right. Peter Griffin grinds my gears, and it really does as well.
Yeah.
I can't say the thing that I normally say because this is apparently a family-friendly podcast, even though Luke has sworn several times. But it's okay. I'll find a way to bleep it out in the audio portion.
Yeah.
Or not.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. It's not a problem. It just means more work for me. You twat.
Yeah, but it's just. Do you see the way I talked over that then?
Yeah.
But it just grips me that people would do it. And, you take 2 steps forward and you take 3 back. The only unfortunate thing about this is that the Telegraph has a bigger audience, so they're spewing...
That was the Guardian. That was the Guardian, that was, Luke.
Sorry.
You're looking in show notes. That's the Castle.
That's the Castle, is it? Sorry, apologies for that.
This was the Guardian. What I will say is, Katie Forster of the Guardian. Should you ever listen to the show or someone points direction, you're welcome to come on the show and defend your position of why you took a cheap shot at what is a much loved LARP and an incredible guy. More than welcome.
Maybe what we should be doing is encouraging people to want to talk about it. I've got no problem with people coming onto this show with defensive or negative views. I just want to be able to discuss that with everyone so that what we can do is have a fair chance at kind of trying to change people's mind. What was it that she didn't like about it? Let's talk about that first of all. Yeah. And let's see whether what we can do is break that down rather than her.
Yeah. I am the first to admit that if I am wrong about something, right, she may have had a really bad experience, right? If I am wrong about something, I'll put my hand up and go, yeah, all right, fair enough, I'm wrong, my apologies, etc., etc. But that is not what I see in the UK journalism about this type of thing. If it isn't football, rugby, polo,
celebrity gossip.
As I say, celebrity gossip, Big Brother, whatever, right?
Well, like I say, it doesn't sell. That's what it is. Yeah. And I think that's unfortunately what people are, trying to do, isn't it? If there isn't any sensationalism there, they can't make it slightly weird or out of the norm. Then, if we normalise it, then where's the story?
Well, that's it. News is now entertainment rather than news, isn't it? Yes. That's just the simple fact.
Yeah. No.
So they have to go for the sensationalism, and as you said, over here we like to moan and take cheap shots. Yeah. Because we're British and we love moaning.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. And here endeth the lesson. Yet another reason why you should come and listen to us, because we've got contacts everywhere and we're fairly balanced. But if you get Stewie riled, watch out.
Yeah.
Because I have a particular set of skills.
See, you just look up there. Look at that face. Look at him. Just look at him. That's not a happy face.
No, this is my happy face.
Oh, that's awfully creepy.
No, she's got every reason to worry.
Anyway,
but yes, it would be interesting to see whether if she does actually kind of, have we got an ability to be able to comment on that? Yeah,
we've got her Twitter, her Twitter feed, which is at Katie Forster. And I think we probably will at some point.
Just invite her on. Yeah. Let's just find out what it is she didn't like about it.
Yeah.
Let's place some balance on it. Let's see if we can get her to add to that lovely article that she wrote with a little bit of balance on it this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So, right, let's move on to more happier things, as we do.
Puppies and kittens.
Puppies and kittens. Or a haunted castle.
Cool.
So, there is apparently, and I must be honest, this is actually quite cheap. Every party thought, do you know what? This is probably cheaper than what I'm paying on my mortgage.
Probably is, actually.
So you can let a castle in the UK, even though it's up on an American site, it seems to be, for £346 a week. It's Bellister Castle. which overlooks the Tynedale Valley in Northumberland. Isn't that where? Am I getting that wrong? Isn't that where Amy and Al kind of live down that way?
Well, in Rob's context and geographical understanding, absolutely.
Yeah, because you know me, I have about the same thing. You know, is it towards
Should
the
we
bridge
just call it
or
a day
away
then?
from
Go.
it? Yeah,
It's
okay.
kind of fairly close. Maybe that
Well,
far on the map.
On the map. So
It's up north.
it's up
It's
north.
up north.
It's
it's
up
gotta be
north.
close.
Yeah. it's up
Well,
north.
yeah, it's up near, the border of Scotland and England.
So yes, this is a fantastic castle. I think it's 7 bedrooms, something like that. If I remember rightly, looking at the article, the kitchen is stunning. The bathrooms are incredible. The bedrooms are superb. It's quite modern inside, even though the outside looks like a castle because it is one. The only problem is, of course, it's haunted.
Yay!
By a minstrel. Now I'm not quite sure how a small chocolate.
We have got to go, right? We have to go to this castle and do a broadcast.
Well, yeah, I mean,
dressed up as who were from Rent a Ghost? Do you remember that?
I remember.
Who was the jester from Rent a Ghost?
Yeah.
Who was that called?
There
I've forgotten
was
who it's called now.
there was Rumpole.
I've forgotten who the jester was now.
If only we had a bunch of interconnected computers that we could search things on.
Oh no, that'll never happen. It'll never catch on.
It'll
mate,
never
honestly.
catch on.
It'll never catch on.
No.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Not unless the porn industry get involved.
Let me just search that.
I'm
Because
already
that would
there.
be really good, wouldn't it?
I'm already there. You got Mrs. Perkins,
No.
Mr. Mika,
No.
Mr. Mika. There's lots of Mr. Mikas apparently. With Hazel the Witch, Dobbin the Pantomime Horse.
No.
It must have been one of either the Mikas or the Perkins or even the
Is it Timothy?
Timothy Claypole.
Oh, I don't know now. Oh, I can't remember now.
No. So let's see. Comical.
I can't believe we're having a look at this now.
Timothy Claypole, a mischievous jester with a comical.
That's right. See, that's what I've got in my mind. Timothy, who, by the way, Tom, you weren't even probably born.
No, you wouldn't have been.
Honestly, I haven't got a clue what you guys are talking about.
You were a glint in the milkman's eye.
It was
at that stage.
It was released in 1976 and ended in 1984. So when were you born, Tom?
Yeah,
88.
There we go. So yeah, you would.
No.
How old do you two feel at this very moment?
God.
I feel quite young and spry. I always have done. I always will do, even when I'm 98. Don't care about age. I'll still be harassing women.
And me.
And Luke. Hopefully, I know. Really, fingers crossed that we are in the same home together, playing on the Xbox One, because that's how it'll be back then. Because that'll be retro then.
It will be retro.
Probably doing a podcast about life in the care home.
Yeah,
LARP in the care home.
sword over there. That's you. That is.
That's you.
Well, I was thinking about this castle because I don't know about you, but I've always felt that my religious beliefs are more spiritualist, and so there's a part of me, there's a large part of me, and you could leave that sentence right there, but there is a part of me that kind of thinks that actually that their ghosts are real. So this would really do my head in. It would absolutely do my head in, because I would have an absolute shed load of preconceptions and stereotypes and thoughts going through my head before I even went in there. And there's no way you could leave me alone in that place.
No, you're right.
Because if I heard a mandolin, I would run like a girl right down those steps. And now I'm thinking Blackadder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just before they went to go and see the old wise woman.
Yeah.
The minstrel there right at the end. And he actually does him in, doesn't he? And gets him into the pond after a while.
No,
but you're
right.
Just so what is this spirit then? This minstrel? Is it nasty? Is it like a spectre?
Yeah,
is it?
If I bring it up quickly, said the bishop to the actress.
So would you be up for this, Thomas?
What? Just going
staying the night?
Yeah, why
A
not?
week?
I don't believe
Well,
in
that's in a
ghosts.
week.
Yeah, so it'd be fine to me. It'll just be staying in a castle.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with you then.
It's actually it's a 7-bedroom family home, which is a pocket-sized castle. For blah 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 blah.
How big are your frigging pockets?
Yeah.
Huge. You know, as Donald Trump says, it's going to be huge, huge. Here we go. So that's even topical for you.
Worrying, isn't it?
Worries the hell out of me. Right, so not all the current inhabitants are moving out, however, as Ballista Castle is said to be haunted by the Grey Man, the ghost of a minstrel who, having been unjustly accused of being a spy... Oh, apparently Skype has dropped. Has everything dropped?
I'm still here, right?
I'm still here.
Your video's gone.
Well, my video went...
It's a 7-bedroom
family home. Oh!
What's going on?
So...
Oh, hang on. My PC seems to be freezing.
Stop it! Now I'm just...
What's going on?
What the hell is going on?
It's nice to see that I'm not the...
Again.
It's nice to see that I'm not the only one having technical difficulties.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, right,
frozen.
which is really worrying about this, and this is just goes to show how much they're listening in.
There you gone completely. Methinks that Skype is having a few problems tonight. So I'll wait for them to come back. Hold on while we try to get the call back. You think? So anyway, while they're coming back, so it's the ghost of a minstrel unjustly accused of being a spy, was savaged to death by hounds as he fled the castle. That's not a good way to go. Let me kill that. Technology. Bear with us, folks. Let's kill that. Let's try and kill that. I don't know what's going on here now. Leave group call. Leave group call. Wow. Fair play, we are doomed. Doomed! So, anybody watching live probably haven't even bothered now, there's no point. Right, if you two are watching Twitch and what have you, it's not calling. It kind of says it's calling, but it's not actually calling. Hang on a minute. Call me, but not as a GROUP group. Gotta love this, eh? Right.
Okay, there we go.
Right. Now we'll try and add Luke.
Jesus, Skype. I don't know why, but for some reason my PC seems to want to freeze every so often. I don't know why.
And I can't. I don't seem to be able to add Luke. It says
I'm at Luke.
I'm here.
there's no video. Have you two started a video?
Yeah. Videos.
I've got videos gone. Yeah.
I've got no video at all of you.
Great. This is great. Why did we even do this show? I knew we shouldn't have done it when Rob wasn't here.
Hang on a second. Rob's normally the one who's screwing it up.
Yeah. I don't know, because I literally have no video of you two at all. No, I've just got a lovely blue screen. If you're watching Twitch, you can probably see it. It's a lovely blue screen.
Oh, the
It's
lovely
beautiful.
blues. It means you have to restart Skype.
Okay, I'll restart Skype.
Alright.
Okay. Hold the line, caller.
One.
Oh, I hate Skype. We are definitely going to go across to a different platform, because this happens too much. Anybody that's actually listening to this, just to let you know. And I've got a good system and everything, you know. Ba-ba-bam. Ba-bum. Here's love it. If you're trying to add as a group, mate, don't bother.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Try your video first. Right, I had your video, then you went to blue.
Oh,
Can you see us now?
No,
is it because Luke started to join?
I honestly don't know. But I'm thinking we sack this on the head.
Okay.
Because
Trying to add as a group, mate. Don't bother. What do you want to do?
Well, we can either A, continue on, right, with you just as audio, if you're happy to do that.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
No
That's
problem.
what we got to do.
I'll just go to single camera, so it's just me on the feed. So hi everybody. and if for whatever reason Skype decides to come back, right, with the video, I'll bring you both in. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
Simple as that. So right then. So we were talking about this lovely chap that got murdered or killed in this castle.
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, blah 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 blah. So a grey man, right, the ghost of a minstrel, who, having been unjustly accused of being a spy, was savaged to death by hounds as he fled the castle.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's got to sting a bit, you know. I would have thought, being killed by hounds.
Yeah, that's not going to be well.
And savaged. Not just like bitten slightly, but savaged by hounds. Yeah. So and basically, I don't know if you can actually. Well, you must be able to rent it or something, because, they say. Stupid adverts. They say
Yeah.
it could be yours. They say it could be yours for £346 a week, right?
Wow. Do you think, though, that it's just kind of like some kind of sales thing?
Well, like a sales pitch type thing. We got this wonderful castle, and by the way, it's also haunted.
Yeah. Because you only found it in America, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it was on the Telegraph. site, but it was actually on another site as well, which is what we posted up, which was all about hauntings and stuff and what have you.
Right.
But it is on the Telegraph.
Yeah, we can't really trust that, can you? We've just been talking about the Guardian, so there's no way we can trust the Telegraph.
Not really. You know, if we're going to be fair and impartial.
Yeah, that's right. We can't trust anyone.
No.
But it'd be really interesting though if we decided to go and check that out.
Yeah.
And to actually do maybe an event that is orientated around the minstrel.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Ooh.
One of us could be Timothy.
Do you know what? There's a part of me now that doesn't want to do Timothy at all. I'm meant to go, man, you've got to be pretty strong of a character, haven't you, to want to do that? Just in case he sits there and all of a sudden appears to you and goes, look, come on.
Come on, stop taking the piss. Come on.
Yeah,
this hurts.
By dogs now.
This hurts.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're going to do a minstrel, do it properly. At the very minimal, have a chocolatey inner coating and a hard shell.
He won't get that gag.
No. I would say
I have to hit one.
A minstrel still available. God,
yes, they are. I can wholeheartedly, hand on heart.
They are
on a heart.
Thank God for that.
Funny enough, I actually bought Celine some just earlier today.
Well, there you go.
God's sake.
You know,
they're amazing minstrels.
And if
your girlfriend was amazing, then
she's amazing too. But I mean, come on,
compared
compared to minstrels.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So yeah, if the manufacturers of minstrels want to sponsor the show, please let us know. LARPBook at LARPBookShow@gmail.com. We'll be happy.
Yeah.
Give you a.
We'll just munch all the way through.
Yeah, the entire thing is just.
Chomp.
That's absolutely right. They do not melt in your hand. I've had this in my hand now for about 4 weeks.
And also, by the way, hello, Faye Gwent. So I'm assuming you must be fairly close to us.
Don't go, Faye. Not over that gag.
Yeah, don't go.
We're so much better than that.
Well, we're really not.
But don't tell her that now. Let her find out over a few weeks.
We can do better, by the way, Faye. Just to let you know, we can do better. When Skype doesn't muck up, etc., it's all good. Yeah, it's all.
And we love you, lovely. Even though we've never really met you or know who you are. I'm grateful that you decided to come and find us.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Although I can see quite a bit of this show being stripped out of the audio portion later to go up on the podcast. As we're going like, why is Skype wrong?
Yeah. But coming back to that castle, I reckon we should do that. Why don't we? Once we get more than 3 people listening, which is my mum, Thomas's missus, and Karen. Yeah. We should try and get events at these kind of places, and we'll all just crowd over there. Do you know what I mean? We'll just literally we'll have kind of like some kind of competition, and then it would be us, 3 or 4. And then it would be whoever wants to come along, and we'll do weekends together. We'll role play, or we'll set some kind of event going on.
Sounds like a plan to me, mate. But I always like.
I think that's brilliant. That'd be so cool. But I'll warn you now: when it comes to the minstrel or monstering, I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
But there again, I'll be slightly worried, and I need to hug Thomas quite a lot.
Oh. Don't worry, Luke.
Well, we'll just
protect you.
To be honest.
No, it's just that actually, in fairness to us, because you don't believe, you'll be the first one to die. But as actually just outrun you, I'm all right.
Well, I tell you what then, Luke. Right, you hug Tom, I'll hug Celine. We'll all be good, mate.
Whoa. Hang on. How long can I hug Luke?
Well, until it becomes weird. So maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
I'm fine with that.
Well, I was going to say an hour or so.
Well, we got to about 3 before we felt a little bit uncomfortable. The people at the checkout asked us to move on.
Let's take this back here a bit, Luke. You got uncomfortable. Yeah. I was fine with it.
Oh yeah, but you got your hands on my bum. You've got to stop doing that.
Well, your mother does think you're gay now, so.
Oh, she does now. God's sake. Married with 2 children, I promise. And they're all real.
That's just a cover. You know it's just a
It's,
cover.
it's a cover. No, it isn't. Really, it's not.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's move on to the profiles section. We did say we'd start doing this.
Yes.
Giving a big up to a LARP that's decided to actually use our profile section. If you want to get your show not your show, your LARP up onto the website for everybody and the world to see. And remember, we are #1, apart from the BBC, when it comes to anything LARP, and I do mean that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing LARP news, LARP whatever, LARP this, blah blah blah. You know, we're literally #1 to #3 on the Google, as they say. So let people know that you actually exist. As simple as that. So just use the tool on the site LARPBook.com and get your LARP known. Simple as that. So the shout out for this one is Wyvernestales Larp. So a little bit of background on them. They've been running for about 15 years, running a different variety of systems, and they're currently using the Forest Argent and occasionally Fairy Tales system. I've never heard of these, but then again, that's not unusual, because even if I have used them, I wouldn't have known anyway, because I don't take that much attention of it. I usually go, is there a rule book? Oh, there is a rule book. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, the bin rattling with all the paper flying into it.
Pretty much. I normally have to ask people, so what did that spell do?
Yeah. I tend to do that an awful lot.
Yeah. So apparently they run in both Exeter and Southampton day events, as well as between 3 and 4 weekend events a year. So not bad. That's pretty good, especially when you see how much work actually goes into these things. I don't blame them at all. They've got plenty of kit to lend to new people, so there's a good one there. It would be a good system if you're thinking about trying it out for the first time and you worry, you don't want to spend a lot of money on kit. Don't worry, they've got it in abundance. And they have many years experience, of course, running events. Games are inclusive, which is good. Some LARP systems very much this is them, this is us, only the top crew gets to do stuff, etc., and everyone's left by the wayside, especially in some of the bigger events. And basically they just want to make everyone happy, have a fantastic time, and have a good game. So go and check that out. That's Wyvernestales Larp. You can find them up on LARPBook.com under the profiles section, so you can go and check that out. Do we have you two got anything to add to this particular show?
No, I was just reading the Wyvernestales Larp. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, it does.
They've got all their contact details. They've got a Facebook page as well as email and website. So, yeah, go and check them out. Maybe we should encourage that woman from The Guardian to go and, not that we're bitter or anything, or that we're coming back and going over old ground.
No, we're not bitter about it, mate. No. I just think she's a horrible person.
Oh,
well, you can't say that.
Can't say it just because
just because she disagrees with what we're saying. What we've got to be is better than that, and say, actually, do you know what? If she wants to come on this show and she wants to have a genuine conversation about righting what we feel is a big wrong and really not helping, then she's very welcome on the show.
She is very welcome on this show, and I did say it, of course, for comedy effect. Probably right. Probably is.
You were gritting your teeth as you said. Gritting the table and ripping that little voodoo doll of her that you've suddenly made.
I'm sure she is fantastic. I just think she just took a cheap shot, and and to me, that makes her not a nice person. Because the only person I take cheap shots at really is Luke, because he's a friend. He's a friend,
and you can,
and I can, and I know at any given opportunity, you'll also give them back to me.
Oh, it's the love's very reciprocal.
Yeah.
I just don't often get the opportunity.
It's
If I'm honest.
it's the dynamic that we have. It's as simple as that. It's a bit like brothers from another mother.
Yes. Oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day to Cheryl, your
Yes.
mother,
Yes.
and to all mothers out there.
To all
Mothers.
mothers out there.
LARPing mothers as well.
LARPing. Yeah.
More importantly, to add the link.
Exactly. Yes. Certainly. Happy Mother's Day, Mum. I mean, I've already said this to you many times today. Been to see you, giving you a card, chocolates, etc. All the things that Mum loves on Mother's Day.
Such an arsehole.
Did you go and see your mum, Luke?
She's in Birmingham. It's a hell of a walk.
Just had to get that one in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Whatever.
Little stab. There we go.
Yeah.
And what have you? So I think if there's nothing else, Tom, you got anything?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know, even with the crash that we had, we're still finishing bang on time.
Well, this is what we do.
This is just what we do. Without Rob,
Yeah.
I mean, we can crash. Thomas and I have been for a coffee. You've had a rant.
Yeah.
We've talked sensible about haunted castles. We've done character assassination on half of the people who work for the Guardian. What more do people want?
There is nothing else at this point.
There is nothing else you'd really want. We've had what may be a person, but we're not too sure. We can't verify that. Listen to the show. We're living the rock and roll lifestyle, are we not?
We're living the dream.
And we've even gone live on YouTube as well to give it a go.
And and I mean, honestly, it will look shit, but we're here. We're out there every single fortnight. We're flogging someone's guts out.
Yeah.
Usually Thomas's, because Stu and I are way past that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to us anymore that would make any effect. To be honest, have any
Make
effect.
us work any harder, it just will not happen.
No, we do what we do. It's as simple as that, and we can do no more. And when I say we can do no more, we actually refuse to do no more.
Yeah. And 8 o'clock. It's way past our bedtime.
Way
We're going to
past.
have to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Way past my bedtime.
Yeah, well, you're only 4, aren't you?
Yeah,
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a growing lad.
Going lad, my ass.
Where are you growing? I mean,
You don't want to know, Stuart.
Oh no!
Still-
not that
still-
again.
Luke, you are going to love this. Do you know how my wife actually refers to Thomas as?
Oh, yeah.
No.
The non-sparkly vampire.
That's brilliant. 'Cause you should have been on the cast list for Twilight.
Oh yeah, mate.
I would have made it a bit more interesting, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. Ooh, and there goes all the Twilight listeners.
So if we had one person, let's hope a quarter of them wasn't actually in any way a fan of Twilight. Otherwise, we've just gone and lost them as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just go the whole hog. They were shit.
And anybody that is actually tuning into this one have you for the first time, it's usually not just me up on the screen. I've usually got others, but Skype is just being a dick today.
Oh, technical issues this week.
Honestly, it's just. But we've fought back,
We have.
and even without film and the wonderful use of computer and technology, we have fought back. And Thomas and I have done very little to assist Stuart, and may it continue in that theme.
Oh, amen.
Amen to that, sister.
Amen. Amen to that, brother. Huh?
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah. So anyway, let's be done with this. I think tonight.
Yeah,
It's,
bored now. Let's go and have a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. So, music was provided by Ben Sound at bensound.com. Go pop across and you can get some fantastic music like this one. Pop across to Patreon. I don't know why anymore, to be honest with you. But pop across to
We need
Patreon.
technical assistance to help us.
We do.
Without money, we got nothing.
We got nothing. Yeah. So Patreon, patreon.com/LARPBook, and sponsor the show, and perhaps actually get us someone that knows what the hell they're doing. That might be a good thing. should you want some of us our fantastic cool swag, like the mug, the pillow, the iPhone case, etc., all those things, or a generic anything, we've got it all up there. There's us up on Redbubble, redbubble.com. Just search for LARPBook. Simple as that. You can listen to this podcast, although at this moment I don't know why, on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Twitch, Podbean. Just search for LARPBook. You will find us pretty much everywhere. We're even trying to get stuff up on archive.com as well, or org. I think it is archive.org, isn't it? If you should want to email the show, email them larpbookshow@gmail.com. Please tell us how wonderfully crap we are. If you have any news, reviews, or comments, just let us know. If you need a shout out on the show, got an event coming up, just do that. Go to larpbook.com. News, reviews, profiles, lots of stuff up there. We are the source for everything that is to do with LARP, it would seem, if you search on Google. You can follow us Facebook, Twitter, Google+, pretty much everywhere. Just search for LARPBook, you'll find us. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review. Why you would, however, want to, I have no idea right now. Up on iTunes, right? Literally, I have no idea why you would want to give us a 5-star review.
Just do it because, like Donald Trump, we're just seeing how far we can get.
You know, and don't forget, we can make LARP great again.
Whereas Donald Trump's always going to fuck up America, right?
That's how I feel, right? If there are any Americans listening to this show, right, and we know you do, right? For the love of God, don't vote for that man, right? I'd prefer Hillary to get in over him, and I hate Hillary as well. I'll just let you know. I think. Well, I won't go there on the whole political things.
Funny at first, but now it's gone a little too far.
Gone too far.
You need to stop it now.
It's gone too far. If anybody, Bernie Sanders should be the president. That's all I'm going to say on that, right?
Let's hope he does LARP. We'll get him on the show as well. At
the moment, I would say that the bloody Colonel Sanders that does the KFC would be a better president right now. I mean, I'd even be happy to vote in Arnold Schwarzenegger at this point over Donald Trump.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, you know, over Donald Trump. I'll be honest with you. But hey, that's for another show. We'll have to do a politics show at some point.
We will.
Yeah, just to weigh in.
You know it's coming.
So give us a 5-star review on iTunes if for no other reason than we're pleading with you.
We're very grateful.
It'd be great. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks to you two for putting up as well with all the rubbish tonight. Rob, get well soon, my friend. Please, please, because we need you, because we're obviously rubbish without you. Love you, guys. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to everybody, and we'll see you again. It's just kind of as simple as that. Yeah. Bye all. Bye bye.
Ta-ta.
Let me just run the music so at least we got something to run out on. Bye. And we'll stop that there. Right, that's the audio stopped. Thank you very much for everybody that did actually tune in to Twitch and the 2Ube. Sorry about all the shenanigans tonight, but this is what I've got. You can see on there now. It's just a blue screen. That's all I've got. Right. Skype, they were fine until Microsoft took them over. Now Microsoft's got them. Right. It's gone a pile of poo. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So Microsoft, get your thumb out of your backsides. Fix Skype. Right, so we can do wonderful podcasts. Otherwise, we're going to go across to your competitors, and we will do this on Google.
Yeah. They're pretty crap.
Take your pick. You know what I mean? Right, simple as that. Up to you. So thanks a lot for listening, and I'm going to kill this stream. There goes Twitch.